This video gives an entertaining and introspective view from ordinary people regarding the contrasts and similarities involving the battle of the sexes within the world of tennis and politics. The battle of the sexes in the game of tennis is best known for the thrilling match between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs. However, did you know that there were actually 3 different battle of the sexes matches throughout the long history of tennis? The very first Battle of the Sexes match took place on May 13, 1973 between Margaret Court and Bobby Riggs. Bobby Riggs easily won that match 6-2, 6-1. The second Battle of the Sexes match is the most notable of all the 3 matches, as Billie Jean King defeated Bobby Riggs 6-4, 6-3, 6-3 on September 20th, 1973. The third Battle of the Sexes match between Martina Navratilova and Jimmy Connors took place on September 25th, 1992, in which Jimmy Connors won 7-5, 6-2. As the United States gets ready to vote for its next president on November 8th, 2016, the choices could not be any more different. In the spirit of friendly competition, we asked several fans attending the 2016 International Tennis Hall of Fame Championships in Newport, Rhode Island, who would they choose as their doubles partner amongst the Democratic and Republican nominee. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce your 2 choices, of whom both have a very prominent relationship with the game of tennis. In the blue corner, Miss Hillary Rodham Clinton. And in the red corner, Mr. Donald J. Trump. It was amazing how similar this unscientific poll was in regards to the current pulse of the country. Hey, this is Phil PICOTT here at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. Here to ask Evan here a very interesting question. You mentioned that you're a big tennis fan.
I am a big tennis fan.
Okay.
I love tennis.
All right. How long have you been following tennis?
My whole life. I started playing when I was a kid, and it's been with me the entire life, all 60 years.
Oh, fantastic. Well, congratulations. They say tennis is a lifetime sport.
It absolutely is, and I hope to play another 20, 30 years.
Great. Well, I'm going to ask you a trivia question here. Are you familiar with the Battle of the Sexes?
Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs.
Yes, there are actually 3 of them.
Okay.
Are you aware of that?
I was aware of 2 of them, so I got the trivia question wrong, maybe.
No wrong answers here. But the question we have today really pertains to the elections in November.
Okay.
You have 2 very strong candidates, depending on who you ask, either side. Now, we win our best to try to figure out who the best tennis player candidate would be.
Okay.
And we have here Donald Trump.
All right.
And we have Hillary Clinton. So the question would be, and this is kind of made up because we know that she doesn't really play tennis, but Donald Trump has a mean forehand, as you can tell here in the picture here.
So he really does play tennis?
He does play tennis.
I did not know that.
Okay. Another trivia question.
All right.
But the question we have here, if you had one to choose from, who would you pick in terms of having a double partner?
If I had to have a doubles partner, I would want to go with somebody who had a better forehand, because I'm a backhand player. So whichever one of these 2 has got the better forehand is going to get my vote.
All right, that sounds good. Well, Evan, a real pleasure. Enjoy the day.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the tennis.
It's nice to be with you guys.
60 years.
All right, thank you. All right, guys. We'll see you.
This is Phil again, and we're here with Rich.
Rich, yeah.
Here at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. We have a question and answer trivia. It relates to the Battle of the Sexes. Now, are you familiar with the Battle of the Sexes with Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs?
Years ago, yes.
Well, there's a new twist on it this year, 2016 being an election year. You have Hillary Clinton and you have Donald Trump. So the question of it all is, who would you rather have as a doubles partner? And I have a little picture here. Now, we photoshopped Hillary because I don't think she plays tennis.
She doesn't look like that?
No. And on the other hand, we have Donald Trump, which, by the way, if you Google him, there is a video with a mean forehand. With Donald.
Oh, does he? Yeah. I'd have to say I'd go with Donald Trump just because of how competitive he is.
He is very competitive.
Yes.
If you look at this video.
Yeah.
So, in any case, with the Battle of the Sexes, there were actually 3 major battles. It was Bobby Riggs and Margaret Court. That was the first one. Then Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King. And then the third one was a guy that will be here this year, this Saturday, during the induction ceremony. Jimmy Connors and Martina Navratilova. So the men are up.
The men are up?
The men are up.
Is that how it is?
So if Hillary gets in, we're all tied up.
We're all tied up. Got it.
Anyway, Rich, real pleasure to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you again. Enjoy the tournament.
Will do.
This
Thanks.
is Bill PICOTT again. You're here live at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. I just bumped into a great friend of mine, Brian Jordan. Brian, hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you. Enjoying the nice tennis today?
Sure am. Wonderful day out here today.
Last time we saw each other, we were at, it was snowing, it was cold.
It was snowing, that's right. It was cold.
Arm cast on.
Big difference from back then, yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, the question I have for you, I know you're not a big tennis fan, but this is this is the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
And it's very historical in nature. In regards to the Battle of the Sexes, you're familiar with that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, with Billie Jean King.
Absolutely.
And
Bobby Riggs. Yep. I remember
and,
that.
Do you know that there happened to be 3 battles of the sexes?
No, I did not.
The first one was with Bobby Riggs and Margaret Court.
Okay.
This is in 1973.
Okay.
Later that same year, it was the infamous Battle of the Sexes with Bobby Riggs and Martina. And then later on, we had another third Battle of the Sexes with Jimmy Connors and Martina.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the men are up
Okay.
right now. We're 2-1.
Right.
And so the question for I'm trying to ask right now in regards to the political arena, we have an election, and both of the contestants or the political figures do play tennis a little bit.
Right.
One better than the other.
Right.
So the question I would have for you, if you had one to choose from as a doubles partner, who would you choose?
Oh, that's a good question.
Now, to help you out on this, we were able to dig some pictures up off the web.
Okay.
This is a picture of Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Now, you can tell by the picture that we obviously superimposed this because
Right.
I don't even think she played a lick of tennis ever in her life.
Right.
And then we have Donald Trump, which, by the way, this is an actual picture.
Yeah.
This was taken actually during a video conference or a press conference,
Right.
which he had in dedicating the tennis court.
Right.
And he has a mean forehead, as you can tell, and a mean backhand.
Yes.
Everything goes way out.
Right.
So the question I would have for you, Fred,
Yep.
who would you choose as your doubles partner? Mr. Donald J. Trump or Miss Hillary Rodham Clinton?
That's a close one. I'd probably pick Hillary as my doubles partner. Absolutely. Yeah, I think she's tough. She looks pretty agile in that picture, although I know that picture's been taken a while ago, but I would definitely take Hillary. Yeah.
I appreciate
Absolutely.
your candor.
All right,
And,
my
real
pleasure.
All
right.
Looking for Lori to come down and ask or answer the question as well.
Very good.
All right.
Phil.
Thanks again.
Good to see you. Take care.
Hello, this is Phil live from the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. We have Andrew here.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing well.
Enjoying the tennis?
I'm loving it. It's awesome.
Is your first time here, or?
It's not. I've been here a couple times before.
Great. Do you play tennis?
A little bit.
All right. Are you any good?
No.
Well, at least you're honest. Which gets into our question now. Are you familiar with the Battle of the Sexes, right?
I am.
You're familiar with Billie Jean King and how she crucified Bobby Riggs? And
I'm not too familiar with that. No.
okay, it's probably on YouTube somewhere.
Sure.
But there were 3 actual battles of the sexes. The first one was with Bobby Riggs and Margaret Court. Bobby Riggs actually won that one, and he felt so comfortable and so confident that he decided to pick on Billie Jean. And Billie Jean claimed the spot. And the third battle of the sexes was actually with one of my best friends, Jimmy Connors, who will be here this weekend, as well as Martina Navratilova.
Sure.
Now, the men are up 2-1. So the question that remains this year as it relates to the political arena, you have Donald J. Trump
Of course.
and you have Hillary Rodham Clinton. So the question I would have for you, Andrew, is who would you rather have as a doubles partner?
Ooh.
You have Hillary?
That doesn't look like Hillary. Right?
No,
is that
you can
the
tell. If it was a long time ago.
I'd have to go with Trump.
Okay, well, Trump, this is his picture here. And as you can tell, he has both a mean forehand and backhand. Very, very aggressive.
That's what I want as a doubles partner. Confident and aggressive.
Alrighty. Well, best of luck to you. Enjoy the tournament, and thank you again, Andrew. Hey, this is Phil Live, talking to you from the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. Here to my left, or actually your left, my right, we have William.
Hello.
Pleasure. And you're not seeing double, you're seeing his twin Andrew. How are you? How you doing,
Phil?
Nice meeting you. But the question that remains in regards to the battle of the sexes, you're both familiar?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. And I understand you're both doubles partners.
Indeed, yeah.
Which is the better of the two?
I am. That's incorrect.
Okay, well, if you had to choose a doubles partner, say, not your brother, not a family member, but a political figure, being the battle of the sexes this year is Donald J. Trump, as well as Hillary Rodham Clinton. So, as you can tell here, folks, that is a very, very, very poor picture of Hillary. I'm not sure whether she plays or not, but she's playing in the political arena. And the other side, we have Donald J. Trump, who is a fierce competitor on the court. So the question remains, who would be your doubles partner if you had to pick one?
Probably Hillary.
Okay. And you need a reason why?
Yeah, I think she would probably call the ball in when it's out, and that's what you need.
Oh, you never know. There could be a double fault.
There you go.
How about you, Andrew?
I'd also have to say the same. I think Hillary would be a great doubles partner.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and enjoy the tournament. Hopefully we'll see you out here one of these days.
I hope so too.
All right. Thank you now. Take care. Hey, this is Phil live here at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. We're here with Lisa, who's been so gracious enough to help us out with our question and answer on the trivia of tennis.
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Hi, Phil.
how are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Good. Are you enjoying the tennis here so far?
I am happy to be at the Tennis Hall of Fame, and we're having a great time. Great matches.
Great. Now, where are you from?
I'm from Tampa, Florida.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely. We're very close to the Bollettieri Academy, just south of us in Bradenton, Florida.
I know it very well. I have a home in Lakewood Ranch.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. I know right where that is.
Yeah, it's right off of I-70.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, the questions we have here as we're standing at the hallowed grounds of the International Tennis Hall of Fame, you're familiar with the Battle of the Sexes, with the infamous Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King match.
Yes, I am.
Okay, did you have a favorite in that match at all?
I think I was too young to have a favorite in that match.
Likewise, but I remember that match very well back in 1973. But to my surprise, there were actually 3 Battle of the Sexes matches. There was Bobby Riggs and Margaret Court, the very first one back in 1973. And several months later, Billie Jean King decided, hey, I've had enough of Bobby Riggs, so I'm going to challenge him, or vice versa. And Billie Jean King actually won that match. And then later on, there was a 3rd match with, my mind just went blank. It was Jimmy Connors and Martina Navratilova. So, believe it or not, the men are up 2-1.
Okay.
So as it relates to the political infrastructure right now, and the cloud as to who's going to become our next president, no one knows. But both of them play tennis, or are involved in tennis in some form or fashion.
Okay.
So the question we're asking today is, if you had to pick a doubles partner, in either Mr. Donald J. Trump or Mrs. Hillary Rodham Clinton, who would you pick? And we have a picture to help you maybe.
That's so funny. I have to say, if I was going to pick a doubles partner, I would have to go with Donald Trump because he is taller and he probably has a bigger reach.
Well, you're right in both cases.
So I think he could cover a little more court, and I would really need to be helped out in that respect. I would need someone who could poach.
Well, he definitely does. There's a video on YouTube, and it really describes his personality and his tennis style for sure, and it's very entertaining.
Okay. I guess I picked a good partner for tennis, for doubles.
Yes, I think you did. I think there's no winner or loser on either side. I think you would be happy with both of them. Anyway, Lisa, I want to thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy the tennis here in wonderful Newport, and eat some seafood up here, and enjoy the sights.
Okay, well, good luck in your endeavors.